you've very kindly given your patronage to this event here in Denmark. Why is that?
Well, I'm a horse-loving person, and the sport has always interested me. And perhaps the last years where my daughter has competed on the highest level, even more so. So I'm a passionate watcher of equestrian sport.
And to the country hosting such an important international sporting event, has that been a very important thing for the country, for the Danish people?
Yes, I think it is, because it's the biggest sporting event we've had for a very, very long time, and I think, or I hope that in the future we will see the results of it, more interest in horse sports as such. And we are a breeding country, as you perhaps know, with Danish warm blood. Countryside is not more hilly, that it's perfect for breeding horses. It's not totally flat, except in the west part, but it's sort of rolling countryside, and I think that makes good horses.
I'd like you to ask about the breeding, because of course you're involved in that yourself, aren't you?
Yes.
Would you mind telling us a little bit about that?
Yes. Well, Digby, that my daughter is riding, we bred ourselves. He's now 16, 17 years old, and he has given her and us all in the family a lot of pleasure. It's been great fun and interesting to see his development from this newborn foal all the way up and to a star for my daughter the last years, and how he's also developed the last years. He's always developing, and no, I must say I'm proud of him. I'm also proud of my daughter, but I'm certainly very proud of Digby. No, he's done really well, and I do think he knows it. We found there was a big change when he came home from Hong Kong after having won the team bronze medal. He was a different horse. He was very much a star, and he knew that he'd done something very good. So he's become a bit sort of naughty, but no, he's fine. He's okay, and he knows when he has to pull himself together. And so yes.
It's rather unusual. I think we're used to seeing anxious parents sitting in the stands with their children riding, which must be just fantastic. But when you're sitting there watching both parties that you've bred, that's very unusual. I sort of wonder what goes through your mind.
I'm not so nervous anymore as I was. In the beginning, I was very nervous. I felt my heart jump, sort of. But now I'm much more relaxed, because I know they can do it, and they both are performing the best that they can. But I really enjoy watching my daughter and Digby together, because they're so much one. It's elegance, it's supplement, it's fantastic. No, it's great fun.
And have you continued to breed with the same lines as Digby?
A little. We have some Don Schufros, which Don Schufro is of the Donnerhall as well. And but this year we have 4 we find very good Stannian foals. So that's going to be exciting. It's always exciting when you get a foal. Is this going to be a star? Is it something which Natalie can ride, or whatever? Only time will show, and you have to have a lot of patience.
I always think the first panic with a new foal is, has it got 4 straight legs and 2 eyes and things like that? It's sort of, then it gets more nerve-wracking as it goes on, I think, doesn't it?
Yes. No, but they're out in the fields, and they're having a good time together, all 3 of them. And no, they seem to already now become good friends, and we'll have to see and hope for the best for their development.
Well, good luck with them.
Thank you.
And may I ask, were you a rider yourself?
Yes, I don't ride very much anymore, but I used to ride quite a lot. Never really competitions, but for pleasure in the woods, in the winter, indoors, and so forth. So no, I've always liked riding, and I follow it with even more enthusiasm now than I used to do.
And Scandinavia, of course, is synonymous with the enthusiasm for equestrian sports. Is that the momentum also in Denmark as well? Are there more and more people riding each year?
I think there are a very lot of people riding, and of course, if you have some of your countrymen doing well internationally in any kind of a sport, it will bring on others. We know that. We know it from every sport, and therefore in this sport, I think it's also important. And we see many more who want to ride. We've actually got a quite good program for young riders and juniors and even the pony riders. So I'm very pleased to see that especially our young riders and juniors are doing very, very well, and I'm sure they will be up and coming people.
Well, just one more note about the breeding. Have you got some young stock that your daughter's riding at the moment, which she's competing on?
She's started to ride a few of them internationally. We'll see how it's going to develop. It's difficult to say right now, but she's certainly going to go on. That's quite sure.
Well, we wish you all the very best of luck with all the breeding and everything that you're involved with the horse world. I know you're involved in many other aspects of it as well. And may I thank you very much indeed for giving us at FEI TV your time this afternoon, Mum. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Thank you.